Frankie, I cry for you every day. My heart is just being ripped out because of what they're putting you through. They're taking advantage of you in your elderly years and working you like a dog through this group that's stealing everybody's money. And I can just see you struggling so hard. And they're attacking you the hardest because you're a Christian. And don't ever, I know I don't have to even tell you don't lose your faith, because every time I see you on the road, you tell me personally backstage to keep your faith in God. I'm giving you the same advice because that is what this beast fears. You've seen how lame and low people have gotten who let it take them over, and you see how they've gone insane, and you see how they're killing their own, and then they self-destruct, or you read about them in the obituaries after they surrender themselves. But they're in this town. They got that, I think they're controlling that Bat Tower. They're naming all the streets around it that follow me. They follow me in Bat cars. They got streets with Batman. They got streets with skulls. Follow me with skulls, attacking my relatives, killing them through Bob's ex and Alex Seco and her offspring in 7th Division Special Forces through this cult they've joined, the Skulls, the Disney, the Warner Brothers, John Saul. They're all doing this, and I have been attacked so bad. I'm so blind now, and even big objects won't focus, and they've been doing that lately. And they told me last night they're going to attack my eyes, and today they said they would give me hood eyes or something, that I need a pencil to hold my eyes open. They told me that after when they were attacking my heart last night, and I told you all online to keep myself alive. They left that message, and they send me all of these videos, and they say, blame Sara Dyer, she's making you ugly. Blame Sara Dyer, she murdered your parents. Blame Justin and them, they're coming to steal your soul after we kill you and Bob. And then I find people in my creek doing rituals, and they're trying to damn. They send my parents' ghosts, they send here. And I stay here afraid 24 hours a day, trying to protect my family and the ones they killed that they say they're going to damn. That's why I couldn't go out of town and meet my favorite artist out of state and get a job with him and work with his group too. They're doing Christian things. And Frankie, Robbie Robinson, his guy, that's been with him since the beginning, he's got a great church service on the computer, and he prays all the time on his days off when he's not working with Frankie. He's doing things for his church. So those of us who really keep the faith are hurting the hardest. But when you have a community here that blindly sees all their kids sacrificed, and they built a tunnel with the witch, with Big Bad Wolf, and the gingerbread house that matches the Google search engine theme, New Year's Eve, that had vampires, and a witch picture from Linda Blair's Exorcist, and Google's putting out Exorcist themes, you can see they're trying to make the whole world a sacrifice. And people didn't unite. If people had united, this wouldn't happen. If people had not chose pleasure and entertainment and sex, drugs, rock and roll over Christ, these companies wouldn't have grown through bloodshed and sacrifice. And now they're trying to make me an offering. They've come numerous times to try to kill, putting things at my pool where there's a portal, leaving the items, breaking in and leaving our items outside where they think that they can make offerings, like the barn out back. There's a parallel universe over my land in there. They leave offerings. Neighbors that they hired that are affiliated with my husband's ex, Alex Seco, Sara Dyer, and Justin Bretz, Tava Bretz, the whole group of this people that joined the dark side, and John Saul Michael. But you've seen my page. It's not from lack of evidence and lack of me trying to unite people. It's something getting in their minds, or the people hacking my computer that's been controlling my communication for 25 years, trying to make me sacrifices and steal everything for Bob's ex. Bob's ex has never been to my house. Justin's only been here one time in 30 years. She raised him out of state. She turned him against her father. She wouldn't let them see him. She said that he was a sperm donor and that her new husband was going to replace him, and she did that at a very young age. And Tava said she taught them how to snake their father, who loved them dearly. And when you're dealing with a woman who's Jenna Bush's bodyguard, who hates her ex, you're really dealing with witchcraft. And I am so blind today. It's horrible. And I keep getting my prescriptions changed like every 3 months, and they still keep attacking. They are doing everything in their power to take away my resistance. And I would just say, I'm praying for you, Frankie, and will you please pray for my mother and father? That's the reason I was here, and I hope they find heaven and peace and paradise. And if you know anybody who would like to buy my property, or I'd even sell it to you, let me know, and we'll get our own lawyer, because we can't let them win. They kept me here thinking on a hope that my parents could be saved, and they were here, and now they're telling me they've been damming in the creek, and I can't stop their armies. I can't help them if I'm dead. But if you know anyone who would like to buy my property before they try to kill me and steal it and get me the hell away from this group, secretly, I'll make a move. I'll make a change. I would love to take some of my family with me. I know they probably won't go. They just keep their nose to the rhinestone working. And I tell them, don't get involved in my personal life. This is just something going on. I try to keep them in the distance. But they didn't stop them from attacking my aunt, Barbara. It didn't attack them from murdering either one of my parents. My mom didn't have a computer. My dad didn't know who they were. So, but if you can come up with an idea, I'd sell my house to you cheap. I love you. Bye.